Hello friends, welcome back. This is the fifth session of our Excel functions series. Here it shows the list of functions that we plan to cover as part of this series. The green colored functions such as count, count A, sum product, average and max and min are already covered as part of our earlier sessions. In this session, we will learn about round, round up, round down and trunc function. So let us focus on these four functions for this session. Before moving ahead to our Excel sheet, let us first define these functions. Round function rounds the number of cells to a specified number of digits. Round up always rounds a number up and moves the value away from 0. Round down always rounds a number down and it brings 0 closer to it. Trunc truncates a number to an integer by removing the fractional or decimal part of it. For these functions that help in rounding off, two arguments are required to be passed. In the first argument, the value or the cell reference which has the value that we want to be rounded off is passed as argument 1. In the second argument, the number of decimal digits which we want in our output is assigned. In our previous session, using the average function, we calculated the average unit cost price of products that fall under the product category of milk. We will use this value to understand the working of rounding off function that we plan to cover in our today's session. For argument 2, we will be covering 3 scenarios for better understanding. The first scenario is where the argument 2 or num digit has value equal to 0 assigned to it. The number is then rounded off with no decimal part in the output. In scenario 2, argument 2 is greater than 0. The number is then rounded off to the tens, hundreds or thousands place with no decimal part assigned to it. Let us now move towards our Excel sheet, the inventory data worksheet, which we have also referred in our earlier sessions. Rather, we are more interested for the output of the query. What is the average unit cost price of items present in product category as milk? So this query was answered in our previous session and the output of this query was 58.54545455. When we presented this value to our stakeholders, they gave us a feedback that going forward we should round off the average value, and we can do so by using these functions. Let us start with the round function. To apply round function to any given cell, select the cell, enter equal to, then enter the function name which is round, enter the first parameter. The first parameter in our case is the average unit cost price that we have derived in the previous session. For argument 2, we will be passing the values as per the scenario which we are working on. If we are working on the first scenario, the assigned value would be 0. In case we are working on the second scenario where we have positive value in argument 2 or num digit, we have covered 2 examples. One with the argument 2 value being 1, and then we have considered a scenario where argument 2 value is 2 for the same input argument 1. To understand the impact, we have also considered output scenario 3 where argument 2 is having a negative value assigned to it. For this scenario, I have updated the average value and have kept it as 158.54. Let us now understand the output of scenario 1. In scenario 1, argument 2 or the num digit has 0 value assigned to it. We can see the value that we are getting by using the round function is equal to 59, and since we had num digit assigned as 0, the round function will round off without any decimal parts attached to it. Let us now understand the working of the round function. In this example, the argument 1 has the average value which we calculated in the earlier session, and argument 2 is assigned a value of 0. Round function compares the decimal part of the argument 1, which is in our case 54. If the decimal part is greater than or equal to 0, in that scenario, the non-decimal part, which is 58 here, is increased by 1, and that is the output which we get. In the scenario where decimal part is less than 0.5, so if I change the value from 0.54 to 0.34, we can see that the non-decimal part in such a scenario becomes the output. Now, moving towards our second scenario, where num digit or the argument 2 is assigned a positive value. To understand how the round function works with num digit as positive values, we have considered two examples. The argument 1, which is the average which we derived in our earlier session, remains same for both the examples. Argument 2, which is the num digit, is assigned different values for both the examples. In example 1, the num digit is assigned a value of 1. In example 2, the num digit is assigned a value of 2. Now, what is the significance of the value assigned to argument 2 or num digit in the scenario 2? So, the value assigned to the num digit signifies the number of digits that are allowed in the decimal part of the input. So, when it is assigned a value of 1 in our example, it is signifying that the number of digits in the decimal part should not be more than 1, and hence the output which we receive from the round function is 58.5, which ensures that only one decimal digit is allowed. For this example, we can also say that the average number is rounded off till one decimal place. Moving to our second example, where argument 2 or num underscore digit is assigned a value of 2. Once the average value is passed through the round function with argument 2 as 2, the round function will round off the value up to 2 decimal places. We can see that the output which we received from the round function is 58.55. Let us now understand the working of the round function. In the first example, num digit is assigned a value equal to 1, which means that the number has to be rounded up to one decimal place. Our input number is 58.54545455. Now, since we want to round off up to one decimal place, we need to check the decimal value after one decimal place, which in our case is this, that is 0.04545455. Since this value is less than 0.05, the final output is 58.5. Same is the case in the second example. Following the same approach, look for decimal data which is starting from third decimal digit. So let us focus on the decimal numbers or after the second digit place. The number highlighted here, which is 0.0054545, is greater than the number 0.005. Hence, the second digit of the decimal part is rounded off and we get a value of 58.55. I hope that there is no confusion around this. If there are still any doubts, you can post those doubts in the comment section. Moving ahead to scenario 3, where num digit or the argument 2 is assigned a negative value. To understand this better, here also we have taken two examples. In example 1, the num underscore digit is assigned -1 as a value. In example 2, the num underscore digit or the argument 2 is -2. We have also changed input value that has to be rounded off to 158.54 for explanation purposes. Now what does this -1 signifies? This -1 signifies that we have to round off 158.54 to the nearest tens number. So in case of -1 and input value being 158.54, the output would be 160 because that is the nearest tens number. In the case of -2, the rounding off happens to the 100th place. So in this case, if we put -2 there, on the 100th place, 158 is closer to 200 or 100? We can see that 158 is closer to 200. Hence, the round off value output will be 200. So, again, let us summarize. In the case of -1, the round off is done up to tens place. In the case of -2, the round off is done to the hundreds place. Now, let us understand round down and round up functions. Round down, as per definition, rounds down the value and always brings the number closer to 0. Whereas round up rounds up the value and always moves the number away from 0. Starting with the first scenario where argument 2 or num_digit is assigned 0 as a value. The input value is the average unit cost price, which is 58.54545455, and whatever be the value of decimal part in our example, round down will always give 58 as an output and round up will always give 59 as an output for the input that we have taken for this example. If we have to generalize this approach, we can say that a decimal number has two parts. One is the non-decimal part number and other is the decimal part number. When we are using round down or round up, irrespective of what we have in the decimal part, the output would always be the non-decimal part number for round down and non-decimal part number plus 1 for the round up function. Now, moving to the second scenario where num_digit is assigned a positive value, or we can say num_digit is greater than 0. Here we have taken two examples. In example 1, num_digit is assigned value as 1. In example 2, the num_digit is assigned a value of 2. The input is the same average unit cost price from the last session. Now let us understand the significance of 1 and 2 here. 1 in example 1 and 2 in example 2 signifies that in example 1 the output will only have one decimal digit, and in the case of num_digit equal to 2, here the output of the round functions will have only 2 digits assigned to it. Let us now focus on scenario 2, example 1. Here num_digit is assigned a value of 1 and the input number would be the same average unit cost price. One thing is clear, with 1 being the value of num_digit, here we are interested in getting only one digit in the output decimal part. So let us go through this value. So we are looking at rounding off to one decimal position. So irrespective of what value you have in the remaining decimal part, round down will always give the output as 58.5 and round up will always give the output as 58.6 on similar lines of scenario 1. Now let us discuss scenario 2, example 2. Here the input is the same value which we have been using till now, and num_digit is assigned an argument of value of 2. So one thing is clear, that round up and round down function, because of the num_digit being assigned 2 as a value, will give the outputs up to 2 decimal places only. Now let us focus on this number. If we have to give the output up to 2 decimal places, then how we should adjust for this highlighted 4 basis the value and the function. In round down function, the value or the decimal part after the 4 is ignored and the function rounds down the number from 58.5454 to 58.54. And in the case of round up, the highlighted decimal part is again ignored and the number 58.54 is rounded up to 58.55. Let us now discuss scenario 3 where num_digit is assigned negative values. Here also we will be considering two examples. In example 1, the num_digit is assigned -1 and in example 2, the num_digit is assigned as -2. The input number is different here. We have considered 158.54 as an input parameter for explanation purpose. Now, considering scenario 3, example 1, let us see how round down and round up values are calculated. In example 1, num digit is assigned a value of -1, which means that the rounding off will happen at the tens place. Now, let us see what are the nearest tens value we have. We have 150 on the lower side and we have 160 on the upper side. So, round down with -1 as an argument will round the 158.54 value to the nearest lower value, which is 150, and round up will round up the input number to 160. Now, on similar lines, let us move to example 2. In example 2, the num digit is assigned -2 as a value. -2 here signifies that rounding off should happen at hundreds place. If we consider 158.54 as the input value and look for the nearest hundreds value which we have, so we will get the answer as 100 and 200. So in the case of round down, the round down function brings down the value from 158.54 to 100, and round up function is assigned a value of 200. Let us now understand the working of the TRUNC function. Here we will be covering two scenarios, scenario 1 and scenario 2. Scenario 1 is where num digit is assigned a value of 0, and in scenario 2, num digit is assigned a positive value. For scenario 2, we are considering two examples. In example 1, num digit is assigned a value 1. In example 2, num digit or the argument 2 is assigned value of 2. Starting with scenario 1, when argument 2 or num digit is passed as 0, then trunc function simply removes or truncates the decimal part of the input number, and hence we get an output of 58. In scenario 2, where num digit is assigned a positive value, and in our case we are assigning 1 and 2, num digit signifies the number of decimal places to be kept, and the remaining decimal part is truncated. Now in case of the example 1, where num digit is assigned a value as 1, it keeps the value till one decimal place, and the remaining part, which is this one 4545455, is removed or truncated. On similar lines, when num digit is assigned a value of 2, here 2 digits after the decimal are kept, and the remaining part, which is 545455, is removed from the input number.